All right, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings. Today we're actually going to talk about the two calibers in the caliber war that when a gun writer got bored and couldn't come up with material years ago, this is what they did, 9mm versus 45. And today we're going to start with the oldest of the two. And it's not the 45 ACP. It's the 9x19, which came about in 1902. All right, so I like 9mm personally. It's low recoil, quite effective cartridge. I mean, it does what it needs to do very well. There's been a bunch of people that can't tell you that a 9mm is ineffective because they met a 9mm. All right. So, I mean, it works if you do your part. I get quite a few rounds in the magazine. My ammunition is generally lighter. So, and I remember a time when it was considerably cheaper. So, not necessarily all the case nowadays, but 9mm is the most. Look, if you have a 9mm and you end up anywhere in the world, you can find ammunition for it. I mean, it's the most common pistol caliber in the world, which is one of the reasons why I prefer it. So without further ado, let's look at some of the ballistics. Okay, so we're back at Lucky Gunner Labs here. Now you notice right off the bat you see an 8.3 inches of penetration off a 9. That is the Glazer Safety Slug, which is intentionally designed to be a low penetration round. And again, we're just gonna let this scroll on by. So if you see a load you want information on, you can go on ahead and pause it, take a look. Also note right here, this Liberty ammunition, again, really light, meant to be reduced penetration. All right. So as you can see, there's a lot of choices out in 9mm because, again, it is the most common handgun cartridge in the world. It's been in military service for well over 100 years. I don't know exactly when it was introduced as the Red 9 for the C96 Mauser, but it was absolutely coming into German military service in 1908 with the Luger. So, I mean, it's been around for quite a while. Been doing good work for the people whose hands it was in, and it'll do the same for you today. This right here, if I was going to recommend a self-defense caliber and I wasn't worried about large four-legged animals, bears, big cats, things like that, it would be a 9mm. That's what I carry. It's my ideal general purpose pistol cartridge. If you want to suppress your weapon, you can use some of the 147 grain stuff, which is subsonic, and it works just fine suppressed. So, but if you want, screamers, you can look with your 115 plus P pluses. I mean, you can do all of it. You can get really high velocity or really low velocity, so you can make it quiet with a 9mm. It's a great cartridge and legendary for a reason.